Welcome back, everyone. You're with Your World Today. And you know, while many of us sit down for festive holiday meals with our family and our friends, nearly 1 billion people around the globe are going hungry. They're dying of hunger by the thousands every day. The World Food Program is pleading for $5.2 billion in urgent food aid right now. The WFP says millions of people from Haiti to Congo will run out of food assistance by next March if the agency doesn't get the support it needs. Actress Drew Barrymore became a World Food Program ambassador just last May. She's donated already thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to help fight hunger, and she's traveled to Africa to work with WFP on the ground. She joined us a short time ago from Los Angeles.
I've actually been working with them for 3 years now, but I was made ambassador last year. It has absolutely changed my life. As you grow up, as you become more aware of the world around you, your priorities change. And this has been something fundamental to who and what kind of person I want to be in the world. And going into the fields and learning from these children and these families what their challenges are and how simple it is to have direct effect on a positive change in their life is what has convinced me to continue this work, because when you hear the World Bank is having a difficult time, global hunger is in crisis, these are things that as an individual you feel like you can't affect.
Well, now, you went to Kenya. You've made several trips to Kenya. We're showing some pictures of that right now. What was that like? What did you bring away from that?
Well, when you see and understand that these children get these cups of porridge that you see on the screen right now, that nourishes them and is able to give them the function to have the brain capacity to have a full, enlightening day of school. And through the food, they're able to have the education, and they go hand in hand. And the reason hunger speaks to me so much is because the HIV vaccination does not work without it. Education is not able to be attained by the children. Life is not sustained without food. So it is the most basic need. So that's where I decided to start. And these children getting an education and being motivated to go to school, I just thought, there's no child on this planet that should be without food and an education. I feel so passionate about this, and it has changed who I am. And so I want to fight for these children and bring awareness and give them every fighting chance that they deserve.
Well, this gets people into the programs. You talked about HIV there. When World Food Program runs these feeding programs, that's why some parents actually send their children to school, is to get that meal that they wouldn't otherwise get.
Absolutely, and I've met tons and tons of children who are kind enough to save some of their food to bring home to their families who are affected by the virus. I mean,
you believe in the school feeding program. You've given $1 million of your own money.
Yes, and what's amazing about that is that $1 million spurned over $500,000 in donations from people who saw the program on Oprah, who heard about the donation and were inspired to give a little bit themselves. And what's amazing is I'm here to promote the Wall of Hunger, which is a new thing that the World Food Program is doing. And it's a beautiful thing.
It's a virtual wall.
It's a virtual wall. You go on the website. You can go on the WFP's website. You can find it through drewbarrymore.com. We have links to them. And I'm going to be the first picture on the wall, which is such an honor. I can't even begin to describe how my heart swells for this. But what you can do is you can go on the website and you can pick an image of something that you feel represents you, whether it's your picture, your dog, your loved one, and you donate $5. And that $5, which is the minimum donation, will feed a child. That's pocket change. I know we're in an economical crisis all over the world, but when you think about what $5 can do, I've looked at change differently as far as, you know, quarters and dimes and nickels, and I save them up, and I know that that little pile is going to feed a child. $50 will donate and sponsor a child for an entire year. So whatever little you have or a lot to give, it will have a direct effect and make a huge difference. I've been to these schools all over Africa, all over Kenya, and I've seen the effect that it has. And that's why I love the WFP, is because sometimes you put your money and you wonder where it's going. I've seen where it goes, and it's profound.
A very passionate Drew Barrymore there talking about that wall of hunger during our interview. You know, it makes a great holiday gift, as she was noting. If you'd like to make a donation this holiday season, why don't you go to wall.wfp for World Food Program.org. That's wall.wfp.org. A worthy cause. I think that's what my kids are getting for Christmas.